Hi everybody. Hope you're doing okay. Um, as I mentioned a few days back, we've kind of got a little bit of a bit more guidance going forward. So I just wanted to quickly summarize it. Like I said, the email is about 3,000 words long. So rather than reading that or sending that on to you, just going to give you kind of a quick greatest hits version. So really, all of the changes are only going to benefit you, I would say. Um, so obviously, um, campus is essentially closed at this point. So the tutoring center is closed. We're kind of not really doing office hours either. Um, so what my goal is to just essentially be available really all day when we would normally have classes. I'll be here. Um, Shoot me an email. I'll have my email program open. So just shoot me an email. I can either answer back. Sorry, we can get on Zoom, whatever works easier. Still have to learn how to figure that out, but I'll get there. So really, pretty much any time during the day, you'll be able to get in touch with me if you have any questions. If you want to go over in more detail anything that you've seen in the videos or the PowerPoints, however, whatever we end up doing for a given day, I'm happy to help. I know these are challenging circumstances for all of us, so just doing the best to keep the stress, at least from this class, to a minimum. Let's see here. I just got the email in front of me. I just kind of used a highlighter. So first thing, obviously, since we aren't going to be having face-to-face classes, we're not going to be worrying about attendance. The attendance policy is obviously gone. So effective March 6th, so the last day of class before spring break, that is the last day that attendance is going to be factored into our final grade. That shouldn't come as a surprise. The third and fourth participation grades are also eliminated, so we can't really participate if we're not in class, right? So kind of the same thing. And no changes have appeared in Carmen yet over that, just because the language program is still working on kind of the easiest way to configure the Carmen grade books to um, do that change. But that will show up at some point. But just know we're not going to be doing any more any more participation going forward. Um, we'll still keep up with daily homework, so I'll be putting that in the same place it's been all week, or excuse me, all semester. So in that modules, the week by week breakdown. The good news is now that we have that extra week that they just announced today, we can just stick to the calendar. So it'll just go into the week after spring break because we still have now the same number of weeks, which is good for our schedule. What else we got? MSL. More good news there. They're making a few changes to this. Again, the changes haven't been put into place, and that's again because this is pretty unprecedented, and even the people who know about technology don't really know how to do it. So they're trying to get that figured out. But basically, what we're going to end up doing once we get everything figured out is it's no longer going to be 3 attempts averaged. It's going to be unlimited attempts, and then the highest grade is going to be what counts. So that'll help us out a lot. And on top of that, as of March 6th, again, so as of the last day of spring break, everything after all of the due dates are suspended. So I think they're doing this kind of, let's say one of us gets sick. I Hope that doesn't happen, obviously. But in that case, you will not be penalized. You are now going forward allowed to submit late MSL work. Um, let's see here. What do we got? This one is a bit of a change. We'll see how this goes. I think it's a good thing overall, just because you know how good I am with technology, which is not good at all. Um, our our quiz 2 is going to be a common quiz, so it's going to be written by other people, like the midterm, as opposed to written by me, like our first quiz. And they're just kind of doing that because, again, this is kind of an unprecedented situation. And we're just leaving it to the people who know how to design an online quiz. And we'll also be doing the final online. You'll be getting an email from me soon with a bit more detail on the software. I think it's called Proctorio, which is new for me as well. So we'll see how that goes. We'll be fine. Oral exams. That's again. We got a month, so we got plenty of time there. And we'll do that kind of. We'll figure out whatever works best. We can do Skype. We can do Zoom. Whatever works easiest. So it won't be in person, but those will still be a thing going forward. But that's a month away, so don't worry about that for now. And those are the main questions, the main things I wanted to give you a heads up on. If you have any questions, please post them in the discussions module that I created. And that's just because if you have the question, you're probably not the only person. So then whenever it gets answered, everybody can see it. So we can just kind of support ourselves, support one another as best as possible. Other than that, that's about all we got for now. So I hope you are, for those of you that are moving out of the dorms and all of that, I'm sure that's not fun. So I hope you're doing okay. Hope that's going smoothly. And so we'll get started next week. But in the meantime, just everybody take care of yourselves and be safe. Talk to you soon.